Hey guys, in today's video let's look at how we can get the unique items in a column the fastest way possible. And to do that we need the help of what's known as the scripting dictionary. So let's get to it. Here I have a column A, which has about 20,000 records. Yeah, the 20,190 records. And but there are only 5 unique values, and so it's Bob, Joe, Tim, Roger, Sam, and I've just repeated them over 20,000 times. So now I want to get the unique values in this column. So let's get to our VBA. The first thing we got to do is add the scripting dictionary for early binding. You can do this by going to Tools and References, and then make sure you have Microsoft Scripting Runtime checked. Then press OK. You'll know that it's done correctly when you do your declarations, and I'll show you that later. Okay, so let's create a sub. We can call it maybe unique items. So sub unique items. And the first thing, since we're saying this is the fastest, let's go time that. So let's create a variable start time as double. And let's give it the value of now. Start time equals to now. Okay. And next, let's get our workbook declarations out of the way, workbook and worksheet. So dim.wp as workbook and set wp equals to this workbook, dim ws as worksheet, and let's set ws to be wb dot sheet 1. Okay. Alright, equals to wb dot. Okay. Okay. Looks good. Okay, so now that's done. Now we need a variable for our last row, dim last row as double, and I'm just going to hard code this value. You could refer to my earlier video on how to find the last row of a worksheet if you want it to be dynamic. So, but here I'll just set it last row equals to 20,190. Okay, so now let's get to our scripting dictionary. So dim, and we'll call our dictionary dict as scripting, and you'll know you've done this correct. You've done the setup correctly if you see this option in here, and scripting dot dictionary, and then let's set our dict as set dict equals to new scripting dot dictionary. Okay. Okay, so we've done that declaration. So now we're going to loop through our values and add it to the dictionary. So how we do that? So for I equals to 2 to our last row variable, to last row, and then we close it out with next I. What do we want to do? So we need to do a test to see whether the value is in the dictionary already, and if not, add it. Why we do the test is if you don't test and you were to add a value that's already in the dictionary, it will throw an error. So we do the test first. So, and how we can do that is with an if statement. If not, and then dict.exist. So if not dict.exist, and in this case we're going to add our key as the value itself. So the key and the value will be the same. So we can add ws.cells I 1 dot value. Okay, then add the then, and let's close out the if. So if it doesn't exist in the dictionary, we want to add it. So dict dot add, and here you don't need a bracket, so you just put ws.cells, and then our key will be i1.value. Now our value will be, or our item rather, will be ws.cells i1. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're adding a key value pair that's the same, and it'll be our cell value in column 1. Okay, so we've done that, and so now what we'll do is we'll just print out the all the values in the dictionary, which will be the unique items, and finally we'll get the timer value. So to print out all the values in the dictionary, we will dim key as a variant. Okay, and then for each key in our dictionary, next key, let's close that out first. For each key in our dictionary, let's just go ahead and debug.print our key. Okay, so the code's done, and let's just get our timer now. So to do that, we'll do a debug.print as well, debug.print, and here we'll do application dot worksheet function dot text, and what we want is the difference between now and our start time that we had earlier. Okay, so we want now, and then we want minus start time, and then we'll give the format of our string to be hour, minutes, seconds, 0.00, because it's going to be super fast. We need that down to that level of precision. Okay, so it looks good. We have a sub that we declare start time to start the timer, and then we'll do our workbook and worksheet declarations here. Then we'll set our last row manually. After that, we'll declare and initialize our scripting dictionary. And from the second row, because the first row is the header, to the last row, if the value doesn't exist in the scripting dictionary, let's just add that. So only the unique items, and then after that we'll do a print, and then we'll end the timer. Okay, so let's go ahead and save that and run. Okay, so as you can see, we got our 5 unique values, and for 20,000 rows, it took less than 0.1 second, right? It's just 0.07 seconds. So that's super fast, and it's even faster than doing it with the filter values. So hope you found this useful. If you've got any questions, comments, please drop them down below. Appreciate all of you subscribing and the comments that you've given so far. Thanks guys, and I'll see you in the next video.